you know, ICC should really reassess everything, considering his age also and his medical issues. They have to reconsider that. They have to make a decision on really what if he is qualified for the interim release.
Yeah.
You know, so they have to gauge that. You know, they have their own people here. They have their own medical whatever. So they make their own assessment, and then probably compare it to other, you know, medical practitioners about his health issues. But him considering his age, you know, in Europe there is always the saying that they are very particular about human rights.
Correct, sir.
Okay, so I would like to ask now, this government, are you considering also his human rights?
Shout out us, reaction vlog, YouTube channel, please like and subscribe. Mabuhay kayo.
What can you share with us about the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte's current situation inside the ICC detention facility?
You know, in the first place, if you are really going to look back on everything, yung pag, I would call it, they say in layman's term is kidnap. I would say a special rendition. So, you know, the process that they did was really illegal. Because, you know, dapat talaga, PRRD is supposed to answer all the allegations. All whatever, you know, they say about crime against humanity. It's in the courts of law in the Philippines, not here.
So, ibig po ba sabihin, sir, na former president is not afraid to face any prosecution as long as it is within the courts of law in the
He
Philippines?
is prepared for that. But in the courts of law in the Philippines, not here. He doesn't need to answer all these allegations here. Because in the process, you have to face the courts of law in the Philippines.
Sir, how is our former president emotionally?
Emotionally, I would say he's a little bit disappointed because, you know, the rule of law was not followed. Now, you know, being a lawyer, he's a fiscal and everything, the rule of law in our Philippine courts, in our country, should be followed. Why would he have to face all these allegations, the so-called violation of human rights, crimes against humanity here? For me, personally, it's all politics.
Sir, every time he receives a visitor, how does he normally react?
When he was brought
When he receives a visitor, sir, every time he receives a visitor inside the ICC detention facility, when you arrive inside the premise, how does he normally react?
well, probably, you know, he was just dazed about, why am I here? You know, this is not the right process. So, well, since it was already, probably he already realized that this is politics, and I would say it is not only a few people from the top to the few people who orchestrated his being kidnapped here. But I think there is also a third entity, which I will not mention, that is involved in this. So it is politics, it is geopolitics, it is everything.
Sir, on a different note, how does it feel like to be a brother of a former president of the Republic of the Philippines?
As a brother, he is my brother. But because, you know, he is in the limelight, in a way, if he gets into that kind of trouble, of course, as the little brother, I am always there for him.
Did you ever imagine, sir, that your brother would be one day become the president of the Republic?
No, we never thought about that. You know, it was the clamor of the Filipino people, especially in Davao.
Yes.
Because during the time, 2015, where, you know, when he ran for the presidency in 2016, majority of the Filipino people wanted change because during the previous administration, they already saw the flaws and everything. So, in a way, the majority of the people wanted change. So, that's why he decided, okay, I will give it a shot. But there was no, like, you know, he will be the president of the Philippines.
You never even imagined, sir, for a second that he will become the president?
No, I don't think so. In fact, during the time, the odds were really,
Slim.
it's a long shot. So,
okay.
For us, well and good if he wins. If not, that's his destiny.
Yes. Sir, what is something about the former president that you think that people do not really understand or know?
Well, for the Dabaweños, people really understand who he is. Many of the Dabaweños knows how a compassionate person he is. The only problem is the oligarchs and the other elite group in Manila thinks that, who is this Provinciano to be introducing to us the orthodox way of governing the Philippines. So, to them, they have to paint him black for the rest to be white.
Yeah. Sir, every time you see your brother, the former president, inside the ICC detention facility, what do you feel, sir? Seeing
It
him
bleeds my heart. But, I have to contain my emotions because that is the reality here. They have these laws, their policies. I cannot do anything about it. The only thing I can provide him is the comfort and see to it that he is well taken care of by the family.
Sir, on the 11th of October, it will mark the 7 months since his illegal detention. How do you feel about that day? 7 months na po nasa loob ng ICC detention si PRRD.
I think, ICC should really reassess everything, considering his age also and his medical issues. They have to reconsider that. They have to make a decision on really what if he is qualified for the interim release.
Yeah.
So they have to gauge that. They have their own people there. They have their own medical whatever. So they make their own assessment, and then probably compare it to other, medical practitioners about his health issues. But him considering his age, in Europe there is always the saying that they are very particular about human rights.
Correct, sir.
Okay, so I would like to ask now, this government, are you considering also his human rights?
Sir, how has this situation affected your family, you think?
Oh, very devastating. I mean, when you say crime against humanity, he is not one of those, you see in TV, the portrait about, genocide and everything. That is baloney. That is, all propaganda. It's just because, the present government doesn't want him or another Duterte to sit as president.
Sir, what do you think keeps your family strong during this difficult time?
The more you do this to us, the more we are solid as a Duterte family.
Thank you so much for that, sir. That made me a little bit emotional. Thank you.